best bit has been the opportunity it's given me to be an advocate for things I care about, and specifically for school libraries. And whenever I say school libraries, I also then, the caveat is to include, sort of libraries in the wider community, but I think especially being able to be a sort of dedicated advocate for school libraries and what they do within schools. And being able to speak about that in all sorts of different contexts, often when I'm not invited to. Librarians being librarians, they are not loud and demonstrative, although I have met a few, obviously. But that's usually at parties. But no, within the libraries, they don't shout and sort of stamp their feet in that sense. They get on with it, and they don't complain, and they don't sort of, they are permissive in some senses. That's the role of a librarian, is to say, would you like this, would you like that? We can find something, to interest you. We can find the right book for the right reader. All these quieter sort of roles that are deeply important, I think. And so someone like me can come along and maybe sort of do a bit of shouting for them, and that's been a privilege. One of my sort of abiding memories will be going along to the Commonwealth Essay Writing Prize at Buckingham Palace. I had this extraordinary moment of going up to the very nice policemen with their sort of semi-automatic weapons, or whatever they have, but terribly nice, and being ushered through the gates and being able to walk across the gravel, towards the facade of Buckingham Palace, thinking, I shouldn't be here. There's been a mistake, I'm sure. And bemused Japanese tourists standing outside the railings, thinking, who's that man? Who's he? Must be some very junior butler or something. The very first event of this sort I did was 2 years ago at the Brighton Festival, and it was Ask the Laureate. I made a big thing of not looking at the questions beforehand because I thought that's part of the fun. You turn it over and you have a look at what it is. The very first event I sat down, the very first postcard I turned over, the question was, if you could get any piercing, what piercing would you get? And I had this moment where I was thinking, first event, Children's Laureate, comes out with controversial suggestion for underage, body augmentation. I could see the headline. And so I played for time, and I started drawing myself, thinking, how can I get out of this? And then suddenly it came to me, just like a sort of drowning man, sort of reaching out and grasping the sort of spar of a ship. I thought, yeah, I know. And I was drawing myself looking quite surprised, so I said, if I could get any piercing, I would get piercing blue eyes. I know. I would say, relax and enjoy it. The two big things. Don't worry. And I know that's so hard, because if someone says don't worry, you think, oh my goodness, yeah, what are you saying? But I would very genuinely say that because the role is supported so well, and there's such goodwill that one is a beneficiary of, not to worry about it, but to actually do the things that seem natural, seem to be affirming, seem to be good things, and don't stress about things. Most of all, what you're going to be doing is being an advocate for something that is extremely good, which is children's books and the world of children's books. That's easy. All I want people to remember is that he tried hard. That's all. It's not about, what happened, or did this happen, did that happen, who knows. We're in the lap of the gods. But I just want people to go, oh no, he did try. He did try.